It seems like you guys are pretty interested in this challenge, so I'm here to deliver. In my last video, I suffered trying to beat Pokemon Platinum with Paul's anime team. And if you guys haven't seen that already, please check it out. This time is going to be pretty different because we're not going to be using a team from the anime. Instead, we're going to be trying to beat Pokemon Black and White with only Eeveelutions. Here are all the Pokemon available to me right now. It's pretty interesting because I've never had a full team of Eeveelutions, so this is gonna be really fun. And yes, I get your concerns. You legitimately cannot get Eevee throughout Black and White, but I find my way around things. So I decided to give myself one Eevee after every gym, to make this challenge a little, possible for myself, and so I can get a new team each gym. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited for this challenge. With all that being said, let's get right into the rules of gaming myself. I can only use a team full of Eeveelutions, but HM slaves are allowed. No items and battles, but hell items and Pokeballs are allowed. And I have to set the games and set rules, so we don't know what Pokemon we sent out after beating one. Do you guys think I'll be able to beat Pokemon in Black and White with only Eeveelutions? Well, you're gonna have to watch until the end to find out. If you guys enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe since it's free, and you guys can always unsubscribe later. And not only that, we are actually so close to 3k subscribers, so please subscribe, it would really help me out. And with all that being said, let's get right into this challenge. Am I a boy or a girl?
Grill.
I'm a grill? Okay, I'm a grill. I'm embarking this new adventure. New. First time? After naming myself Aqua, I was able to use a universal Pokemon randomizer to change one of my starters to be Eevee, our first Pokemon. And of course, almost immediately we have 2 rival battles. And of course, this is pretty boring. But during that, to pass the time, we talked about some video ideas for the future. I can't wait to do monkey only challenge. That'll be really fun.
I have a dumb idea of how you're gonna start out that video.
Wait, you have a dumb idea? I have
a terrible idea.
I was gonna be like, monkey. Monkey. I'm gonna name everyone Monkey.
No, there's like different, different varieties of monkey.
Fire Monkey, Grass Monkey, Normal Monkey, and one of them is just gonna be Jeff or something. Or something stupid.
Jeff, my name Jeff.
Well, it looks like I'll be doing that challenge next after this. This channel is gonna be filled with monkeys, Eevees, and anime. What more do we need in life besides monkeys, Eevees, and anime?
I don't know.
Anyways, after that, we are finally able to name our Eevee. I'll name you Arson. I soon make it to Accumula Town where we see Team Plasma for the first time. And boy, I can't wait to see how annoying these guys are gonna be. Because I know for a fact that they are gonna be pretty annoying. Also over here, we have our first battle with N. It really wasn't that bad because we have Stab Tackle. Sheesh, man. For the king of Team Plasma, you are kinda weak. I'm thinking about this now. What should I name Vaporeon? No, that's a water type one, but if you don't know about that.
Vaporeon?
Yeah, I wonder what I should name it. I don't want to name it Wet because water's not wet.
Not wet.
Yo, you're right. Genius. You're genius. You know what? Harvard should be like, here's your diploma. In the route ahead, we ran into Bianca for yet another rival battle. Thankfully, it didn't take that long and we made it to Striaton City, where the first gym's gonna be. After yet another useless rival battle with Silent, we finally have access to the gym. And as I expected, we're actually doing pretty decent during this challenge. Like when I stepped into the gym, I was able to beat all the gym trainers with just Eevee and Stab Tackle. They weren't that bad.
It's not, well, not every village has,
Zuko. One of the best.
I don't know, okay, I wasn't thinking of Zuko at first. I was thinking of freaking Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz? Bro, we're talking about fucking super villains and you think Doofenshmirtz?
Oh, come on, he's got a lot of baggage.
Soon enough though, we made it to the gym leaders, Silent, Chili, and Cress. This time I decided to face Chili because I wanted to show him whose arson is better. Oh, obviously mine, right? But I still want to prove my point. Like the dumbass I am, it took me 2 tries, and he proved me that his arson was better. But it wasn't long before we got the battle we needed. To be honest, it didn't take that much strategy to do this battle. I know, surprise. And all I basically did was spam Sand Attack and Tail Whip until it was enough for me to beat Lillipup and Fire Monkey, winning us a battle and getting us a trio badge. I have now proven that my arson is better. Okay, what am I gonna name this HM buddy?
Friend.
Huh?
Friend.
Ooh woo friend. Oh yes. My god. Please don't please don't unsubscribe.
I'm joking, no!
After that, we head to the dream yard to deal with Team Plasma once again. Are you all ready to see people beating up Pokemon? Luckily, Karma's a bitch and I was able to beat them with just Arson. Here, we were able to get a new Pokemon. And surprise surprise, it's an Eevee.
Stinky cheater.
This time, your name's gonna be Ivy. And also, I want to give a huge thanks to the person who suggested this name down below. I think it's really cute. After that, I head to the next route. And here we see Team Plasma being a f***ing annoyance once again. This time, they decided to steal a Pokemon from a little girl. So of course, we gotta teach them a lesson. I head into the cave and I proceed to beat the living crap out of them with just my 2 foxes. That's what you get, you punks. Anyways, after that, we head to Nacreon City where the normal type gym's gonna be. On our way there, we realize a tiny problem with our team. God damn it. We definitely have a hard time beating rock types. They take way too long to knock down. And not only that, it doesn't help that we only have Tackle as our attacking move. So that's just f***ing great, ain't it? So for that, instead of heading into the gym, I decided to grind up for a bit. Because I feel like I'll need to do that to beat Lenora. This didn't take too long though because Aduno gives amazing EXP and luckily we're soon enough able to head into the gym. After doing the gym puzzles and easily beating all the gym trainers, I remember to do this. I just have to read books and that's easy. I read sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I read manga, but it still works. We open up a secret path where we can finally fight Lenora. I feel like I'll be able to beat her pretty easily, but it'd be nice if I had an evolution at this point. Luckily, that's actually pretty soon, but we have to beat her, so let's do this, shall we? She sends out her Herdier and I send out Arson. Here I use Sand Attack and Tail Whip to lower her stats, and I send in Ivy. I use a few workups to increase my attack, and this was enough to knock her out with a few tackles. And now it's time for her Ace. Watch Hog. I once again used Tail Whip and Sand Attack and once again this was enough to knock her out, winning us a battle and getting us a basic bitch badge. After that battle, we were able to get a new Pokemon. Yet another Eevee. Who would have thought? After capturing him, I decided to name him Not Wet. And I'm pretty sure you guys can predict which Eevee this is gonna be. I have 3 Eevees now, I might have a little problem. Indeed, I do have a problem. I seem like those crazy cat ladies right now. After Team Plasma sees a whole ass fossil, I decided to head into the forest to beat the living crap out of them. Nothing new here considering they suck. Block the exit. Team Plasma's in there somewhere. What? So you're gonna leave me to deal with the evil organization while you're blocking off the road? Okay, whatever, man. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever. Leave me in danger. While I'm in here, we see a mossy rock, and Ivy started reacting pretty weird around it. Not too long after, he ended up evolving into Leafeon, which is amazing. Our first evolution. I've actually never used one before, so this is gonna be pretty f***ing great. After beating Team Plasma, we made it to Castelia City, where the bug type gym is gonna be. At first, I thought this gym isn't gonna be that bad, but you'd be surprised. Here, I was given an option to get one of the 3 evolution stones, so I decided to get the Fire Stone. And almost immediately, I gave it to Arson. He then evolves into Flareon, the False Prophet, which is gonna be really amazing against Berg. This is where I put my Flareon with a Fire type move. If I had one? Dude, this is ridiculous, dude. Come on, man. I'm so angry. After that, we ran into Team Plasma once again. My dude, we just ran into you guys a few minutes ago. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously guys, when are you guys gonna learn? Well, they're not that difficult anyway, so I could just skip that. We soon made it into the gym, and honestly, I kinda had a difficult time here. Whatever, man, I'm fighting clowns. I feel like the clowns in this gym. Do you know why? Because my Flareon doesn't have a fire type move! Sorry, I'm angry about this. Luckily, having a fire type move isn't that necessary to face Berg, but it'd be really nice if we had one. As I expected, this took me a few tries because I actually kinda suck at this game. You got a credit, he poisoned me. Come on, this is ridiculous. Come on.
I hate that. No, stop that.
I've heard that from somewhere. Who is that from?
I don't know, but I'm canceling you.
No, don't be like Twitter. But thankfully for us, it wasn't long until we got the battle we needed. He sends a Rulipede and a son of Arson. I used Tail Up to lower his defense and I used Work Up to increase my attack. And thankfully, this was enough for me to knock him out with a few quick attacks. I got pretty lucky that he didn't even attack me. He then sent in Dwebble, and here I sent in Not Wet to lower his defense and Ivy to take care of it with a few tackles. After using Work Up, of course. And now it's time for his ace, Leevanny, which has been the bane of my existence. This guy has been knocking me out over and over again. But before I get my emotions to get to me, let's finish this off. I was able to do some chip damage, but sadly it wasn't enough, and he was able to knock out Ivy and not Wed, which is not good at all. I'm actually kinda screwed here. I had to send in Arson to take care of it. Now it's all up to him. After a few workups and a few retaliates, we were finally able to knock him out, winning us a battle and getting us an inset badge. Jesus man, what the fuck? I have a fire type, why is this so hard?
Did you win?
Yeah, but I'm not satisfied.
Yay.
Did
That's,
you win?
that's under. Yes. What did it cost?
My sanity. We soon made it to Route 4, and here we were able to get another Pokemon. Yet another Eevee.
Oh boy,
Oh
what could
boy.
it be? Oh, it's an Eevee in this place?
Wombo combo! Wombo combo!
Wombo combo!
I wonder how long it's gonna take for you guys to get annoyed by me saying that. Well, whatever. I captured it and named it Lilac. Also, once again, big thanks to the person who suggested this name. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys can do it more in the future. After that, I did some grinding, because of course, I'm the grinding god. And we soon have another rival battle. I know. Fun. Jesus, why, man? It really wasn't that hard anyway, so I could just skip that. After doing some exploring, we head to the Relic Ruins, and here we get a chance to get another fossil. Here, I want you guys to predict what fossil I'm gonna get first. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. If you guys somehow predict the cover fossil, congrats! This time you guys are gonna get this delicious refreshment, milk tea boba. No chichi fries though, those are too expensive. Anyways, we soon made it to Nimbasa City where the electric type gym is gonna be. And here we have a romantic date with N. And to ruin the moment, he tells us that he's the king of Team Plasma. God damn it, why is it always the hot people? Well, anyways, after beating his ass because he ruins our first date, I head into the gym and surprisingly we actually have some difficulties with the gym trainers. Well, that's no surprise since having 2 Eevees probably shouldn't cut it anymore. I kept getting destroyed over and over again, which is not fun at all. And after a bit of struggling, we made it to Elisa. And to be completely honest, I'm pretty terrified to face her right now. I mean, come on. If her gym trainers were that hard, beating Elisa is gonna be even harder. I'm so honorable. Whoa! Despite all that, we still need to get the gym badge, so let's do this. She says an Omoga and it's an Lilac. Here I try using return, but these little keep using Volt Switch over and over again, which got really annoying. So I sent in Notwet to try doing some chip damage, and to also sack him off. Now it's safe for me to send in Ivy. Here I stacked up on workups and they started spamming return. This was enough for me to knock out the 2 Amogas, finally. But now it's time for her ace, Zebstrika. And with a lot of luck, I was able to knock him out with return, winning us a battle and getting us a Bolt badge. Jesus Ivy, you are absolutely amazing! After that, I made it to Driftwell City where the ground type gym is gonna be. And I feel like the gym's gonna be a little difficult because I don't have a Vaporeon yet. And the dude has the extra drill, and from experience, he's pretty good, so that's not good at all. I'm really starting to wish that I got the Water Stone instead of the Fire Stone back in Castelia City, but oh well. I'm a clown, and I must pay for it. Oh, spot the main character.
A clown.
Yo, you know what? That's true. Never disrespect the clown, man. I'm a clown, we fellow clowns rise up. On our way there, we see the champion of the Unova region, Alder. The challenge won't end until we become the champion, so he better be ready. After that, we can touch some grass again, and guess what? We ran into another Eevee. This time your name's gonna be Sparky, after
Sparky, Boom Man.
If you guys get the reference, then you experience one of the greatest cartoons of all time, and I'm proud of you. Just don't watch the live action. I made it to Driftwell City and almost immediately we had to deal with Team Plasma and their bullshit again. Seriously guys? You could have at least hidden somewhere a little more practical. Well, whatever, I guess it's time for us to face the gym. And as I expected, I had a really hard time here. Having just Arson and Ivy ain't gonna cut it anymore. I really hope that I can get some evolution soon because that's gonna help out a lot. But before that, we have to face Clay. Not a speedrunner, but he is built like a... And no surprise here, he absolutely destroyed me. This guy is probably like, what the f is up with this guy? He has 3 Eevees on his team. I don't want to grind up. I legit don't want to grind up. I feel like I'll need a lot of luck to beat him because I absolutely refuse to grind up. I don't want to do it. Thankfully I didn't need to, and we got the battle we needed. He says a Crocorock and I sent out Lilac. Here he used Swagger on me, and I was able to use that to my advantage. I knocked him out with a return and quick attack. And not only that, I was able to make him waste his hyper potions, so that's really good. He then sends in his Palpitoad. I don't know about you guys, but he looks like he's on something. For that, I sent an Ivy to increase my attack, and I was able to knock him out with a grass nut. And now it's time for his last Pokemon, and his ace, Excadrill. Here I use sand attack so he can hopefully miss more often. I know, scummy, but I gotta do what I gotta do to knock him out. And because of this was enough for me to knock him out by spamming Dig, winning us a battle and getting us a Quake badge. Jesus, we got so lucky during this battle. Thankfully though, it's over. Since you guys made it this far, let me direct your attention to the subscribe button. If you guys like what you see so far, click it. It'll support my channel a lot, and you guys can always unsubscribe anyways. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. We soon make it to Miss Frozen City where the flying type gym is gonna be. And I feel like it's gonna be pretty easy to beat this gym because we're gonna be getting an item that's gonna be helping us out a lot. But before that, we have another rebel battle with Bianca. And as you guys can tell, I had a lot of fun doing this. So up to he crit me! What the f is this?
Oh, rip.
Oh my god. Seriously though, why is there so many rival battles in this game? Jesus. Well, whatever. She was garbage anyways. After that, we were able to capture another Eevee. This time, your name's gonna be Fox, to commemorate the Ice Type Only challenge. Oh yeah, don't forget to check that out by the ways. Anyways, after that, we made it to Chartstone Cave, and I'm pretty excited to be here because somewhere around here we can get a Thunderstone with Sparky's name on it. After that, we see Team Plasma once again. It's just Team Plasma. How bad can it be? It can't be that bad, right?
A few moments later.
Dude, why is there so many of you guys? Despite that, we were able to pass them, and immediately we can finally get our prize for facing them. The Thunderstone. Thank God we can finally get a new evolution. Finally another evolution. It only took 2 more gyms after the after the normal type gym. And not only that, we got extremely lucky. Oh my god, dude!
What's up?
Oh my god! What?
Oh my god! Oh!
Oh my god! You know the dust clouds? I got so lucky! Yo! We got so f***ing lucky that we ended up getting a water stone. Let's f***ing go, dude! I gave it to Not Wet and he evolved into Vaporeon. God, I'm starting to really like our team right now. With that out of the way, we were able to make it to Frozen City. Before facing the gym, I decided to disrespect the dead and I battled in the graveyard. But thankfully, it wasn't that bad, and now it's time for us to face the gym. No surprise here, I was able to beat all the gym trainers with relative ease, despite being under-leveled. Oh no, I forgot! And I was able to make it to Skyla. And seeing how easy the gym trainers were, I believe this won't be that much problems. We first sent out her Zubat, and I sent out Lilac. I honestly just wanted some extra levels, so I tried knocking it out with Return, but of course it wasn't enough, I'm just being stupid, and I was forced to send in Sparky. One Volt Switch almost knocks it out, but not quite, and I was able to send in Not Wet to knock it out with a couple of Scalds. Next is her Unpheasant. Here I do decent damage with Scald, but sadly it wasn't enough to knock it out, and I had to send in Lilac to take care of it by spamming Quick Attack. And now it's time for her ace, Swanna. I sent in Ivy to sack it off, and as soon as I sent in Sparky, I knew I won the battle. One Volt Switch was able to knock her out, winning us the battle and getting us a Jet badge. As I predicted, this wasn't that bad. After that, we of course run into our final Eevee. This is awesome and it's crazy how far we have come from the beginning. What is Umbreon's name gonna be again?
Nightfall.
Nightfall? Okay, cool. You heard that, lady. Your name's gonna be Nightfall. I'm pretty excited for what's gonna happen next because this is gonna make my team a lot stronger than it was before. But first, of course, we have to head to Twist Mountain. Twist Mountain is a fine place to explore. You'll have fun here. You're not gonna guide us, alright? You're just gonna leave us be- Man, the adults in this world are whack. Well, f you too, dude. We didn't need you anyways. Deep in Twist Mountain, there's somehow a hidden ice rock. I don't know the science behind that, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal. And the reason I know that's because Fox is acting pretty weird around this area. Soon enough though, luckily it's a good thing, and he evolved into Glaceon. You're at your final form, buddy. I gotta go hacker mode and go into my settings so I could change the time. You know? I'm in! And not only that, me and Lilac became good friends, and he was finally able to evolve into Espeon. This was a long time coming. We finally did it, guys. We got a full team of Eeveelutions, and I am actually so excited to use them all. I soon make it to Icarus City where the Ice Type Gym is gonna be, and here, you'll see the unspeakable, the unthinkable. Arsene finally creating Arsene. He's finally able to start Arsene. Finally, dude, it only took about like 6 gyms? Well, at least now you're gonna be pretty useful for this gym. Excited with the new fire move, I immediately head into the gym and I was able to beat all the gym trainers pretty easily. Arson actually made this a piece of cake. It was so easy that we actually made it to Bryson in no time. Hopefully he's still useful despite being underleveled. He first sent out Vanillish and of course I sent out Arson. And like the dumbass I am, I forgot to heal. God damn it, man. It really didn't help that I missed a few fire blasts, but at least one was able to knock him out. He then sends in his ace, Baratic. For this, I sent in Sparky to do some chip damage. Sadly though, double kick and charge beam wasn't enough to knock him out, and he was able to knock me out pretty easily. I then sent in Not Wet, and I was so close to knock him out, but of course, he knocks me out instead, so I had to send in Ivy to take care of it. Knowing I probably lost, I got extremely lucky here. Surprisingly, I was able to hit through the confusion after he used Swagger on me, and this was enough to knock him out. I was even able to knock out his last Pokemon, Cryogonal, winning as the battle, getting us a freeze badge. Holy shit, dude. This was way too close for my liking. After that, I decided it's a good idea for Arson to be retired. And the reason for that is because I don't think I'll get any use of him in the future anymore. So, despite all my complaining, thank you so much, Arson. You were a big help to the team. I decided to replace it with Nightfall, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what evolution this is gonna be. Come to the tower, he says. It'll be fun, he says. After that, we were told that we have to face Team Plasma once again. Of course they weren't that much of a problem, but they were pretty freaking annoying. I know the strategy to walking around the quicksand now.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, just don't run. Don't press B, just walk. Ah, I accidentally ran. After some stuff with the story, I decided to head to Opalubid City where the dragon type gym is gonna be. Oh shit, I forgot about this. God, I hate it. I hate being underleveled. It's so annoying. Great, I have to go back, deal with the wild encounters again. Fuck you, Bianca. Dude, I just walked in. Fuck, stupid. I told you. I'm gonna deal with the wild encounters. Could you slow down? Okay, I'll slow down. Sorry, that's my fault.
You're getting mad at yourself. That's really funny.
I know for a fact that this gym's gonna be pretty easy. I mean, come on, we have Fox in our team, and he hasn't done me any wrong yet. So I know for a fact that he's gonna carry me throughout the entire gym. I head into the gym and surprise, Fox carried the f out of me. And in no time we made it face to face with Iris. I'm pretty sure we know what's gonna happen next. And there we go, we won already. She says that her fraction and I sent out Fox. Guess what happens next? It literally just used Hail and spam Blizzard, winning us the battle and getting us the last gym badge. Wow, that was really pathetic, but honestly, what did I really expect? There's not much I can do to help you out. I mean, to be fair, you never really helped me out throughout my journey anyways, Bianca? Max survives. Okay, that's pretty good too. Never mind, thanks Bianca. Now it's time for a final challenge before we face the Elite Four. The Victory Road. Man, it's actually so crazy how close we are to finishing our journey. And honestly, I enjoyed this so much because I never had a full team of evolutions, so that was a really good treat. While I'm here though, I was an absolute moron and I forgot to bring enough healing items for myself, so that's just great. But in that process, Nightfall evolved into Umbreon. Our team is fully evolved now, which is fucking amazing. And now, after all that, we made it to the Pokemon League. I'm honestly not too worried because I have at least one evolution that's gonna be able to help me out with all the Elite Four members. But before that, I want to show you guys my team. Here it is. I've once again never had a team like this before, so it will be pretty interesting seeing how easily we can dominate the Elite Four. With that being said, it's time for us to face the Elite Four. The first member is a fighting type Elite Four member, Marshall. He sends out Drone, and of course I send out Lilac. Here I try knocking him out with Psybeam, but of course he keeps healing himself up, which got really annoying. So because of that, I decided to use Shadow Ball and Psybeam, which was able to knock him out. He then sends in his ace, Mienshao. Thinking that I was probably gonna get knocked out, I used Reflect so that physical moves won't do that much damage on me, and this was enough for me to survive a U-turn. And because of that, I was able to use one more Psybeam on Sock, just barely knocking him out. Not quite though. I'm starting to see a pattern with this, and I don't like it. To break the pattern though, I decided to send in Sparky to knock it out with one Charge Beam. He then sends in Mienshao again, but of course, he keeps using f***ing U-turn. Please dude, just accept your death. He then sends out Conkeldurr, which I was able to knock out with a combination of Shadow Ball and Charge Beam. And with that, we are finally finally able to knock out Mienshao with Shadow Ball, winning us a battle and making this the first member down. Next is a Psychic type Elite Four member, Caitlyn. I'm feeling pretty confident because all my Pokemon has Shadow Ball, or at least something that can knock her out. But let's see what happens during this battle, shall we? She sends out Ridiculous and I send out Nightfall. Like the scum of the earth I am, I tried stalling her out, and for the most part, it worked. I eventually was able to use Feint Attack to knock it out. She then sends out her Sigilyph, which I tried knocking out with Nightfall, but of course I got flinch. Come on, man! In retaliation, it sent in Sparky, and I was able to knock it out with Volt Switch. But because of that, I was forced to send in Ivy. Next is her Masherna, which goes down to 2 X-Scissors. And now, it's time for her ace, Gothitelle. I was able to use X-Scissors before getting knocked out, and Not Wet was able to get the final blow, winning us a battle and making this a second member down. Next is a Ghost type A-League for member, Chantal. She sends out Cofferegus and I send out Nightfall. At first, I wanted to scout it out, but here I got out-played. She basically made Nightfall useless, so that's just great. So I had to send in Fox to take care of it with Frost Breath. She then sends in her Chandelure, her ace, which is not good at all. I then send the Nightfall to sack it off, so that Sparky can, you know, take care of it, which of course didn't happen because I missed and I lived on 1 HP. Why, dude? Why is this happening? Jesus. Instead, I Volt Switch into Not Wet to knock it out with 1 Surf. She then sends in her Jellicent, which of course disables my Shadow Ball. Dude, this battle is getting unnecessarily frustrating, but I have to finish this off. Thankfully, Sparky was able to survive a Shadow Ball, and I was able to send in Ivy to knock it out with 1 Giga Drain. And now it's time for her last Pokemon, Golurk, which Ivy once again knocks out with Giga Drain, winning us a battle and making this a third member down. This was absolutely so annoying. Well, whatever. On to the last member, Grimsley, which specializes in dark types. I don't have a definitive way to beat this guy, but I honestly don't think this will be that bad. So let's do this. He first sends out Scrafty and I send out Not Wet. Trying to burn him, I tried using Scald, but it really didn't matter because I was able to knock him out pretty easily. He then sends in Krokorok, which IB absolutely fucking destroys with 1 Giga Drain. Next is his Bisharp. Knowing I probably can't do that much to him, I sent in Not Wet. I wanted to try burning him, but of course that didn't happen and he knocked me out. I then sent in Sparky to take care of it with a combination of Double Kick and Charge Beam. Now, it's time for his last Pokemon, Liepard, which I absolutely destroy with a Charge Beam, winning us a battle and making this his last member down. Seriously though, why the f do you still have a Liepard in your team? And now, it's time for us to face a champion of the Unova region. Or is it?
Damn, they did this at all discreetly too, so it's like...
The f? Yeah, what the f are you guys on about? Dude, you guys are like the top trainers in the entire region, you guys let this shit happen? Bruh. Well, as soon as we get to the champions room, we see N defeating Alder. Seriously, Alder? You had 1 job and you failed. Well, anyways, it's time for us to have our final battle with N. The battle to determine if we save both Pokemon and humans alike. And as you guys can tell, this battle is gonna be pretty hard to win. I mean, come on, this guy has a fucking legendary. What are we gonna do? After being chosen by Zekrom, which looks like a funny looking bird, to be its hero. Woo! Let's do it! Let's go!
Oh, no way!
God, I'm so good at this game. It's so dumb. I'm gonna name you Eevee. It's time for us to face the king of Team Plasma, N. He sends out a fucking Reshiram and I send out Not Wet. For some odd reason, he spams Fusion Flare, and this gives me an advantage to knock him out by spamming Surf. If it's not working, why spam it? He then sends in Clank. Here, I send in Sparky and I proceed to use Charge Beam and Volt Switch to knock it out. Next is his Zoroark, which isn't Disguise. It's really weird seeing that, actually. I sent in Fox, and of course I use Hail, so Blizzard is 100% accurate, which made it really easy for me to knock him out. He then sends in his Caracosta, which was a complete joke with Ivy. And now it's time for his Vanillux, which really wasn't that bad with Sparky, and I was able to destroy him with a few Charge Beams. And now, it's time for his last Pokemon, Archeops, which was actually free because Sparky was out already. I was able to knock him out with 1 Volt Switch, winning us a battle and finally saving the day. It's what I would be saying if Gexus wasn't such a piss baby and took the loss like a man. It looks like he legitimately wants to murder us, so I have no option but to beat him. Let's beat this old He sends out his Cofferegus and I send out Not Wet. I switch into Nightfall so I can synchronize his Toxic right back at him. 2 amazing walls facing each other. It's not like I've seen that before. After a while, I was able to knock him out by spamming Assurances and Feint Attacks. Soon enough, he sends in his ace, Hydreigon, which of course knocks out Nightfall, so I had to send in Fox to finish off the job with Blizzard. Next is his Bishorb. I sent in Not Wet for it, and of course he gets a crit on me before I was able to knock him out with Surf. That's so annoying. And that definitely f***ed up my plans. Thankfully, Sparky was able to knock him out by using Charge Beam and Volt Switch. That doesn't make it any less annoying though. He then sends in his Electros, and I sent out Fox. Here, I was able to use Hail and Blizzard to get it out of its misery. I'm actually surprised by how good we are doing right now. Now, it's time for his Bouffalant. Before getting knocked out, I was able to land one Blizzard, putting me in a really good position. I sent in Sparky and somehow he lived a Charge Beam. I know, what the f*** is that? Luckily, he just knocked himself out, and now it's time for his last Pokemon. Seismitoad. I sent an Ivy and one Giga Drain was able to knock him out, finally winning us a battle, and this time Pokemon won't be liberated. Probably. Though it seems like our challenge is over, we still have a few battles that we want to do. Wow, my room is clean. Sheesh. There's of course a certain secret boss in the game that I want to destroy, so for that I have to grind up, and you guys know how much I love that, right? This took me so long, I legitimately grind up for hours and it got really annoying. But I'm sure it'll be worth it in the end when I finally face the secret boss. I made my way to Andala Town and I headed into this funny looking house. Then suddenly I came face to face with a familiar looking person. I then realized it was Cynthia wanting revenge after I beat her so many times in my previous videos. And of course I don't want that to happen, so sadly we gotta beat her again. She says that her spirit woman is send out Nightfall. Honestly, the best thing for me to do here is stall her out. So I decided to use Toxic so he can lose HP each turn. As soon as I got burnt, I switched into Fox and I used Hail, completely forgetting about Lucario, which is pretty bad. I sent a Not Wet and somehow I survived a close combat. Holy that's actually insane. And because of that, I was able to knock him out with one Scald. She then sent out her Electros, and once again I decided to poison him before getting knocked out. I sent in Lilac and a few Psychics were able to knock him out. After this, Lilac went absolutely wild. I was even able to knock out her Big Bad Garchomp and Braviary before getting wrecked by Milotic. This really didn't matter though because Ivy took really great care of it with Leaf Blade, winning us a battle and making us a champion of the Sinnoh region. Bro. You know...
When was the last time we was driven into a corner like this, Paul?
Last video?
Everyone loves Cynthia, man.
Yeah, everybody loves Cynthia, but she's never caught a break. Oh, you guys think I'm done? Nah. We're not done yet. I technically haven't become the champion of the Universe region yet, and the only way I could do that is if I defeat Alder, so I'm gonna head over there and whoop his ass. Am I a power-hungry bastard? Probably, but that's besides the point. This time, I'll skip the Elite Four because we battled them already and there's no point in showing them again. There really isn't anything new with their team after all. So instead, let's just head over to Alder, shall we? Before that, I want to show you guys my final team before I face the champion of the Universe region. Here it is. It was really hard using them without their stab moves, but we work our way around things. And now we're left with this amazing team that I'm really proud of. I know, it sounds pretty sappy, but I'm really proud of this team and I'm proud of all the hard work I put into this. So, with all that being said, let's fight him and become the champion of the Universe region. He sends out Aguilar and I send out Fox. Here, of course, I use Hail and Blizzard for an easy KO. He then sends out his ace, Volcarona. And of course I used Not Wet to take care of it. I was able to spam a few Surfs to knock him out. So far so good, we are actually doing amazing right now. Next is his Ex-Cavalier. I was able to do some decent damage before getting knocked out, and luckily this was enough for Sparky to knock him out with a few Charge Beams. Now it's time for his Bouffalant. I used Volt Switch and here I was the complete dumbass. I completely forgot about Zap Zipper. Because of that, I can't use any grass type moves. I am so dumb. He was able to knock me out, but thankfully, Sparky was able to destroy him with a few Charge Beams. Now, it's time for Strudagon. Here, I sent in Fox and one Frost Breath was able to knock him out. And now, it's time for his last Pokemon, Vanillux. And with 5 HP and 2 Shadow Balls, we knocked out his last Pokemon and completed this challenge. We can finally call ourselves the champion of the Universe region. This challenge was pretty easy, and it only became difficult when we had 4 Eevees at the same time on my team. At first, there really wasn't that much diversity, but after all our hard work and struggles, we were able to get an amazing team in the end that I'm really proud of. All the new and different Pokemon that I was able to get from beginning and the end were worth it, and this challenge was really fun, that I would even try it again in the future. So, can I beat Pokemon Black and White with only Eeveelutions? Yes! Yes, I was. Thank you to the person who suggested this challenge in my comments down below. Next is gonna be Pokemon X and Y with only monkeys. So, if you guys have any suggestions on what teams I should use next, please comment them down below. I would love to hear it. Thank you guys for watching me suffering, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye! Monk.